Once upon a time. Hello. Whew, it's hot today. Do you know where I am? Well, it's not a wood, is it? It's much too wild for a wood. And the plants are much bigger than they are in a wood. So are the trees. So are the animals. I'm in a jungle. This looks like a log, doesn't it? But I wonder if it is. There are so many animals in the jungle that are the same colour as the trees and the leaves and the plants, even the ground. And they can't be seen until they move. Yep, definitely a log. Now, let's see if I can think of any of the animals that live in the jungle or the long grass round about. There are lions, and tigers, and monkeys, and leopards, snakes. Do you have a favourite jungle animal? One you like more than all the others? My favourite is one of the biggest of them all. It's got great big ears, and big feet, and two tiny little eyes, and a great big long nose reaching right down to the ground, called a trunk. And it's called, I've forgotten what it's called. You know, it's got great big ears, big feet, tiny eyes, and a long nose all the way down to the ground, called a trunk. And it's called it's on the tip of my tongue, elephant. Let's see if I can make a picture of an elephant. I've got some shapes here. So we'll start with that long nose, shall we? Put that there. And of course the nose is attached to the head. And elephants have very big ears, so we'll give them a nice big ear. There we are. And a big body. And big legs. There's two legs. Legs are so big you can't see the other two around the other side, you see? And a nice small tail. I think that trunk's a bit too long. Might start falling over it, so we'll make it about that long. That's right. There we are. An elephant. Today's story is about something else that lives in the jungle. A crocodile. A crocodile who thought he was very clever until he tried to catch an animal who was more clever than he was. Once upon a time, in a hot country far away by a river, there lived a big, hungry crocodile. A tasty jackal lived in the jungle, and the crocodile was always trying to catch him. One day, the crocodile said to himself, a jackal likes fish. I think I'll hide underneath the water today and catch him there. And by, the jackal came along. He was just about to put his paw into the water to catch the fish when he said to himself, "Hello, I wonder if the old crocodile is hiding somewhere in this water." Then he thought of a trick to make the crocodile show him where he was hiding. He pretended he was talking to the fishes, and he called out, "Fishes, fishes, let's play that game we always play together. Stick your noses out of the water and blow bubbles. Then I'll know where you are, and I can stick my paw in and tickle you." Jackal's trick worked. The crocodile said to himself, a jackal will put his paw in the water, will he? Where he sees bubbles, eh?" And the stupid old crocodile put his scaly nose out of the water and tried to blow bubbles like a fish. Bloop, 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 bloop. said the jackal. "I can see you, crocodile. You can't catch me." And he ran away and fished for his supper in another part of the river. The crocodile was very cross. The next day, he went into the jungle and found a big heap of bananas lying on the ground. "Ho, ho, ho," said the crocodile. "A jackal likes bananas. I think I'll hide underneath here, and then I'll be sure to catch him." So he covered himself in bananas from his tail to his snout. And by, the jackal came along and saw the lovely ripe bananas lying on the ground. He was just putting out his paw to take one when he said to himself, "Hello, those bananas look funny. That heap is crocodile-shaped. I'll bet this is a trick." So he thought he'd play one himself. And he called out, "Oh, bananas, bananas, stand up and we'll do a dance together, just as we always do." And the stupid old crocodile stood up himself on his funny little legs, and all the bananas fell off. "Eh, eh, eh," said the jackal. "I can see you, crocodile. You can't catch me." And he ran away. The crocodile was very angry. The next day, he hid behind a tree until the jackal had gone out, and then he crept inside the jackal's house and hid underneath his bed, and he waited there all day. When the jackal came back with his supper, he was just putting out his paw to open the door when he said to himself, "Hello, I smell crocodile." So he thought he'd better try another trick to see if the crocodile was hiding. He pretended the house could talk, and he called out, "Hello, little house. Is it safe for me to come inside today? If it is, just say, 'Step inside, jackal. Supper's ready.'" When the crocodile heard this, he thought, "Ho, ho, ho, and my supper will soon be ready, jackal's supper." And he tried to sound like a house talking, and he called out, "Step inside, jackal. Supper's ready." Then he crawled quietly into the kitchen and waited by the oven. "Eh, eh, eh, crocodile," said the jackal. "You can't catch me, but I can catch you." And suddenly he rushed into the kitchen and pushed the crocodile right inside the oven and slammed the door shut. And that was the end of the crocodile. Then the jackal sat down to his supper in peace and safety that night and ever after. You see, the crocodile wasn't as clever as he thought, was he? But I wonder what he would have done if he'd caught the jackal. let's have another look at the pictures in today's story. Did you notice how everything about the crocodile was big, except for his legs? He had tiny little legs, but a great big body, and a big, evil mouth, and great big sharp teeth, and a long, strong tail. Tail. Let's see if we can think of any words that sound like tail. I can think of sail, and gale, and whale, and snail. Let's see. There was a whale who went for a sail in a gale. There was a whale with a great big tail who went for a sail in a gale. There was a snail, tripped over a nail, and fell on his tail. Well, I have to be going now. I'll be back again soon. Take care. I shall. Bye.